What's up guys, my name is Kelvin from World with Friends. Today I want to show you around a beautiful city filled with art, agriculture, and definitely a lot of history. Just right over the border of the United States, one of the top cities in the world, I want to show you my top places I visited during my time in Toronto. After about an hour and a half plane ride from New York City, I made it safely through customs and out of the airport. I decided to take the least expensive route and take the Up Express from Pearson International Airport to Union Station. In about 30 minutes, I was already in downtown Toronto. Being that we're in home of the six, I'll give you a little bonus and give you my top 6 places here in Toronto, starting with the Toronto sign.
We here.
The Toronto sign is an illuminated 3D sign which was first built in 2015 for the Pan American Games, but was eventually kept after it became a huge tourist attraction.
Yeah, Toronto!
I would suggest coming pretty early. You avoid the tourist rush and it gives you a chance to get those nice Instagram photos. Number 5 on the list is the Rogers Centre, home of the 2-time World Series champs, the Toronto Blue Jays.
History lesson. So the stadium is 29 years old. We actually began building it in October of 1986 all the way to June 1989.
The first thing I did in the Rogers Centre was take a stadium tour. The stadium tour was well detailed and very informative. The tour guide gave us insight on the Toronto Blue Jays and even on the stadium itself.
And so, but you're wondering how we'd fit a football field in here, right? It's a bit different. So the way we'd actually fit a football court in our stadium is...
Continuing the tour, we got an inside look of the press box, the announcer's booth, as well as the clubhouse suite. The dugout and the locker room are available on the early tours, or when there aren't any games played that night. You'll still be able to get a close-up of the field either way.
Oh yeah, we here.
After the tour, we decided to catch a game.
We going to the game. You ready to watch the game? Yeah.
The Blue Jays were up against the Houston Astros, and as a Yankee fan, these are both rival teams, so I really didn't have a team to root for. Either way, it was a great game and a great experience. I was enjoying Ace, the mascot, showing off his dance moves. I enjoyed some nice, cold Canadian local beer, and also some popcorn from the concession stands. It was also fun watching the hardcore Blue Jay fans cheer on their team. The Blue Jays fell short 4-1. This was all a fun experience though, and I am now able to check off another stadium off my list. At number 4 is the Distillery District, which was once a major industrial ground for some of the biggest local breweries. Now it's been modernized and is home to art galleries, local studios, and local restaurants.
At Distillery District, where we gonna go try some free beers. No, it's not free, but we gonna try some beers.
At the historic Distillery District, you can still find local beer, like at the Mill Street Brewery, home of the Toronto Beer Hall.
Alright, so we got our little elk burger. What is this, the poutine? And then the Korean nachos. Oh yeah. It's good stuff.
In the back of the beer hall, they actually have a shop/bar where you can purchase the local Mill Street beer. I enjoyed the beer so much I had to actually take one home with me. When at the Distillery District, also check out the love sign. The love sign is made up of locks which are placed like people. The locks represent eternal love, no matter how the love began. After spending a good amount of time in the downtown area, we decided to get our Metrolink pass, hop on the bus, and head west of Toronto.
Made it to Graffiti Alley.
That's right, located in the fashion district of Toronto, number 3 on the list is Graffiti Alley.
This place is mad sketchy. We're gonna go look at some artwork.
Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Graffiti Alley looks a little sketchy, and it is, but at no point did I feel unsafe here. Everyone walking around was friendly, just enjoying the artwork and taking pictures. And if you're into graffiti art, this is a must-see. And what's great about it is the art is fleeting, so what is there today may not be there tomorrow. This is also a great place for Instagrammers and photographers alike. Just check out a few photos I've taken here. Graffiti Alley runs on Queen Street from Spadina to Portland. So don't get discouraged by the way it looks. If you're into artwork or just wants to take some nice photos, Graffiti Alley is a must-see. After a long day of taking pictures, we've now made it to our top 2. For this one, we headed back downtown, made it to Toronto Terminal, and for only $15, took a long ride on the megabus.
2 hours later, we are in Niagara Falls.
Yep, number 2 on the list is a night trip to Niagara Falls. This easily could have been number 1, but I decided to put a number 2 only because it's not located in Toronto. Either way, this is beautiful scenery and it's a must-see. Niagara Falls during the day is amazing, but at night, it's one of the most beautiful things you'll possibly ever see. Niagara Falls has one of the highest flow rates of any waterfall in North America, and at night you get to see them illuminated by an array of different colors.
Red, white, and blue. America. Got your poncho ready? We lit, we ready.
So we wanted to get a closer look at the falls, so we grabbed our ponchos and headed down to the Horn Blower Cruise. The Horn Blower Cruise is a great way to get a view of the city lights as well as the waterfalls. The horn blower gives you an up-close and intimate experience to the falls, passing by the heart of the Canadian Horseshoe Falls. Some people get so excited they just don't know how to hold it in. I recommend visiting Niagara Falls 100%, especially at night. The experience is one that you'll never forget, especially on the horn blower cruise, which gives you the feel of how strong this flow of water really is. After visiting the falls, you can make your way up to what I call the Times Square of Niagara Falls. I wouldn't spend much time here though. This is pretty much just a tourist trap.
Stay away.
So after visiting Niagara Falls, we've made it back to Toronto to visit my number 1 place, the Ripley's Aquarium. The aquarium is located in the plaza by the CN Tower and the Rogers Center. This is actually one of the best places to come visit while in Toronto, in my opinion. The reason I chose Ripley's Aquarium as my top place to go to is not only because of how cool and fun it is, but because of how interactive you can get with the animals, like the stingrays and the sharks. Even though I probably wouldn't touch the sharks if I were you.
Don't touch the sharks. Touching sharks. Don't touch the sharks.
As a kid, I always loved zoos and aquariums, so this one kind of hit home for me. Coming here was kind of a way to relive my childhood. The aquarium is a great place for friends and families, and is a big tourist destination, which means you might want to get there early to avoid all the kids running around, so you can be a kid yourself. The aquarium has a lot of cool things to see, but the best by far is the dangerous lagoon. It's a moving sidewalk which takes you through an aquatic tunnel, surrounded by sea turtles, tiger sharks, and a different array of fish. Dangerous Lagoon alone is a great reason to visit Ripley's Aquarium, and is why I chose it as my #1 place to see in Toronto. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my top list of places in Toronto. There's definitely so much to see, but these 6 places were my favorite. Although there are some honorable mentions. One is Kensington Market. Kensington Market is a strip of little stores intersecting Kensington Avenue. Here you'll find so much, from small boutiques to homemade jewelry. If you're hungry, you'll also find a few bars and restaurants that offer some authentic international foods. Another mention is the CN Tower. Now this easily could have been on the list, but I honestly didn't find it to be anything special. It is a nice view, and for the rate of 38 Canadian, 29 US, it's not bad. But I guess coming from New York, I may be a little biased, but the view really didn't wow me. Now, this could be different for you, so I would still recommend to check it out if you're in Toronto. As for doing the edge walk, I probably wouldn't waste my money. So I hope you guys enjoyed my top 6 list. I had a blast touring around Toronto. Whether you're seeing some graffiti, catching a ball game, or even chugging down some beer, Toronto is a great place to visit. There's so much to see, the people are amazing, and the food is great. If you want to see more videos like this, give this video a thumbs up. If you didn't see some of your favorite places on the list, leave me a comment down below and let me know what I missed. It just gives me a reason to come back. We have more videos like this to come and so much more. So ring that bell to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Also, if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Thank you guys for watching World with Friends, and see you on the next adventure. Peace.